Hello, my internet peeps. How are you today? This is Scott Rideshare. So today, I want to tell you a story that happened some time ago. I forgot how long ago it was. I I have a tendency to tell stories from some time ago. So if a passenger runs across the video, they won't know that I'm talking about them, or they won't say, "Hey, it's what you know." Anyway, I'm trying to push it away from when it happened. So it's generally not immediately. In other words. But what happened was, is I was working in the early evening. It was probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock or so, and I get a request. I pick the guy up, and he's along the beach, but he's not by Fort Lauderdale Beach. He's way north of Fort Lauderdale Beach, by the Oakland Park Beach. And I start heading towards his destination, and I get another request, and because it's Lyft line, and he goes, he's like, "What do you mean you're getting another request?" So I had to explain to him what it was that he ordered, Lyft line. He goes, "I didn't want to do that. I'm going to the airport." And I said, "Okay, but there's nothing we could do about it now. At this point, I got to go pick up this lady." And then I had just passed her when I got the request, so I had to kind of loop around. And this area wasn't easy because there's a bridge coming from the main island into the barrier island, and there's not a lot of streets you could turn around in. So it was taking a while to get to her where she was. And as I'm driving there, the phone rings and I pick it up and it's her, and she goes, "Where are you?" So I explained to her what was going on, and she goes, "I'm not paying for this." I go, "No, you shouldn't be. It says, according to my app, that I haven't picked you up yet." She goes, "Oh, on my app it says you're here." I don't know how she got that. Some variance on the two. It's not the first time it happened. But in either case, I said, "Well, hang on, I'll be right there. I'm just making my way through traffic there." She goes, "Okay." So I hang up and I go pick her up, and then we head down. And as we're driving, she's going, "Why are you going this way?" And I said to her, "Well, this is kind of where the navigation's taking me." And she goes, "My place is over there." I go, "I know, but it says I got to drop him off first." And she asks him, "Where are you going?" And he says, "I'm going to the airport." And she goes, "I'm not going to the airport." And I was like, at this point, I'm thinking something is really, really wrong here. I don't know where the mistake is, but the mistake is there's some mistake going on. So we start trying to figure it out, and I looked up the guy's destination, and I said, "Sir, you didn't put the airport down. You put down that you're going to a hotel." And he goes, "Oh boy," he goes, "I don't want to go to the hotel. I want to catch my flight. I don't want to miss my flight." Now, by the way, he was a nice guy through the whole ride. He was a really nice guy. And we're driving along, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, because I know this lady doesn't want to go all the way down to the airport and then come back to drop this guy off, because why, to drop her off? Why should she? He's next in line to get dropped off, but he's at a hotel on the beach. For some reason, he put that I guess accidentally he put that address in. And I'm trying to figure out how we're going to work this out. So in the meantime, she's saying, "I'm not going to the airport," because I'm explaining to her that I have to drop him off first, because it doesn't let you do it any other way. So I was explaining to her that if I go and I take her to her place, and I log off, the only person I could log off is him. So then she would have to pay for the ride to the airport, and then she said that I'm not going to the airport. And I said, "Listen, no one said you're going to the airport. Just hang on, we're gonna work this out for you. When I'm not taking you to the airport." So I pulled up to his spot where he said he was, and I said that I dropped him off, and then I took off and started heading to her place. And when we got to a little bit more isolated than we were, I told the guy to put the request in again to go from her place to the airport. And we gave him her address and, put down the airport destination. And I said, if worse comes to worse, I'll leave you at her place, near her place so you can get in the car with the guy, whoever the next person is. Well, it turns out she's going, he's not going to my place. So it turns out that when he sent the request, I got the request. It doesn't always do that, but for some reason, this one worked out. And I took her to her place and I dropped her off. And by the way, the whole time she's just complaining about everything. So I drop her off and we start heading to the airport. We're not too far from it. And the guy's like, wow, you handled that really well. I said, are you kidding me? I thought I lost my patience. Anyway, I take the guy to the airport. I drop him off. And he's happy. I don't know if she was happy or not. But she was already on her way. And then I took off, ended the ride. And what was funny was, I wish I could contact this guy again. Because the next day, I was driving near her block, which I drive down frequently in my, what I'm doing. And I see her walking. It looked like she was walking from the store back to her place. Maybe she said no more Lyft after this. I don't know. But I thought that was funny the way the next day I saw her walking. And I wish I could let this guy know somehow that I saw him again. But anyway, this is Scott Rideshare. I hope you liked the story. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much.